Hello and welcome to my third video, and this is where I left in my previous video. Okay, in my third video I'm going to show you how we can start entering some data into our tables. Alright, so we are going to start. By the way, we're going to follow what we have, the data that is in this table, and we are going to do exactly the same thing, alright, in our Access database tables. Alright, so let's start with the workman table first. Alright, workman table, double click, open it up. Now the first name here is Joe Gig, Betty Frank, and then Paul Henny. Alright, so the first one is Joe Gig, male, and what's the next name? Betty Frank and Paul Henny. Betty Frank, female, and Paul Henny, male. Alright, what are the date of employment? 12/11/2000, 12/11/2000. The next one, 05/10/2001, 05/10/2001. And the next one, 2004, 1999. Okay, we can type in some phone numbers. Alright, and here, and here. Okay, so our what workman table is done. Just close it, and now let's go to the tools table and enter some data in there. And the tools, we have 7 of them: spade, white, and color. Alright, spade, description is white, color. Alright, and the next, again spade, white in color. And next, another spade, but this time red in color. The next one is hammer, yellow claw hammer, and saw. Hammer, yellow claw hammer, again hammer, claw, and saw. This is a rip saw, and this one again saw. This one is an electric saw. Okay, in fact I remove this field. Alright, there's no quantity. Alright, so I'm going to do the same thing. Just right click in here, remove that, select it, hit the delete key on the keyboard, and that field name disappears. So now when we open it up, there's no quantity. We can drag this. Okay, so that's that. Now the record, borrow record table. Okay, let's see. Alright, I think also the quantity issued column is not here, so I'm going to go and remove it. Right click, or rather right click here, go to design view, quantity borrowed, select that, hit the delete key, and it removes. Close, save, yes, open it up. Now we are going to enter some data according to what we have in here. So tool code 1, that's spade, workman 1, that's Joe. So these are the dates, alright, the times when the tools were borrowed, and the times, or the date and time, or rather just the date the tool was returned. and this is the tools TIC. Okay, so we are going to enter exactly the same thing here. So click this. I'm just going to get this up, drag this down, and leave it like this. Alright, and I'm going to start entering. Oops, it goes away. So 1 1 1 1, the next one 2 2 2 2, the next one 4 3 4 3, the next one 7 1 7 1, next 2 3 2 3, next one 5 2 5 2. Okay, and then I can add these other things: the time of borrow, date of, borrow date, and the return date. So I'm just going to make up some dates instead of referring to this one. Alright, so I'm just going to say due to 23, return date, maybe on the same day the tool was returned, and the TIC, tools TIC is J, who's it? J Ricky. Alright, this one too, on this date the tool was borrowed and returned on the same date. And who was issuing the tools? It's J Ricky. This one was borrowed on the 5th and returned on the 5th. Okay, borrowed through J Ricky. Alright, this one maybe on the same date, 5th 11th 23, but this time it's written the next day instead of returning it on the 5th, so written on the 6th. Again, Joe Ricky. This one borrowed on the 9th and returned, let's say returned on the 10th, the next day. Borrowing. Alright, the next one, let's say 10th 23, returned on the 10th and borrowed through J Ricky. Alright, so we are done. So at least we have some data there now. So we can go in here and we can see, or rather here, the tools, and you can click this small arrow and see who borrowed this. There will be a history, right? It's only one person who had at one time borrowed that tool. This tool was borrowed 2 times. Alright, the first time borrowed was on the 2nd, the other time someone came in on the 9th and borrowed it. Alright, and this one only, or nobody has borrowed that yet. What about Hema? One time somebody came and borrowed it. This one also one time somebody borrowed it. This one, nobody has borrowed it yet. One time somebody borrowed it. And when we go to the workman, let's see Joe, how many times has he gone to the toolshed to do some borrowing? Alright, you can see Joe has gone to the toolshed 2 times. The first time he went to borrow was on the 2nd, the other time was on the 5th. And Betty also 2 times went to do some borrowing. First time on the 2nd, the other time on the 10th. And Henry also 2 times went to the toolshed to do borrowing. Alright, this is happening, showing here because of our relationship. We have done our relationship correctly, so it's showing the history correctly. Alright, the borrowing history. Okay, I'll stop here, and the next thing is creating the actual form that we will use to do the borrowing and the return of tools. Okay, so I'll see you in our next video. Thank you.